Still all the guns of the force get ready. Airborne from skies of blue. Ready to go. We're coming through. Make your jumps and take your bows today. Let's go put on your boots. Your jumping boots, your parachute. Your parachute, get all those gliders ready to attack today. Hook up or we'll be gone. Check into the dawn.
And today on Having a Knife Day with Mr. Rexu, we're going to be talking about a new kukri that I have gotten. It comes from a Condor tool and knife, and it is the K-Tac. Now, the origin of the kukri has been unswervingly linked to the classic Greek sword or knife known as the kopis, which is about 2,500 years old. Some also believe that the kukri originated from a form of knife first used by the Mallas who came to power in Nepal in the 13th century. I'm going to call this a Kukri Like Object, a KLO, okay? Because maybe for the purists, anything not made in Nepal would be considered to be a KLO, okay? And I went from owning no Condor tool and knife blades to owning 3 in 1 year. So I saw what they've been doing. They all have certain things about them: the striking plates, the canvas micarta, and as you're going to see here, as we open this up, and I pull this out without hurting myself, it's always a good day. We're going to see that they have the 3 holes. So in a previous video, the operator buoy and the Siggern sacks, they all have certain things like the handle materials and the holes and things of that sort in common. So what am I going to call that? It kind of reminds me of like a harpoon accent. Untreated blades, so when you use it, make sure that you wipe it down and add some oil to this, as I think this might get a little rusty, maybe, but we'll go into that later on. And there's the K-Tac kukri. So what I like to do when I talk about kukris is to compare it to something that was actually made in Nepal, and this comes from a kukri house, and here it is. This is the jungle Afghan kukri, which was made for a Gurkha serving in Nepal because the traditional black leather and what have you was clashing with their uniforms. Because remember, when you go into combat, you don't want to clash. We're going to take a look at this, and we'll see some similarities. We'll see some things missing from going from a traditional to a KLO. We'll see that the handle is a little bit bigger, but they do have that wonderful swell, which is ergonomically made to help keep control of it in your hand. And Jet the Cat's going to make an appearance. Please don't run into the darn blades. So we'll see that the traditional is a lot thicker in this case compared to this. Now, let me see if I can do this without decapitating Senor Jetto or whatever. So what I'm going to do is I went out and I got batteries for my caliper. And here it is. Let's turn this on, zero it out, and we'll go over to the traditional. And we'll check the thickness, 9.07 millimeter. And I'll zero it out again. And 0.369 of an inch. And maneuvering around sharp objects, we'll come over to the Condor, and this is 0.2218. And for our friends from other places that use the metric system, we'll close this and open it up again, And this is 5.6, we're going to call that 5.65 of an millimeter. There you go. Well, there you go. Metric system. Ooh. Coming from America. So here we have it. We have the traditional and the K-Tac from Condor. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go into a little bit of the history of who made this, who the designer was, and who named it, and the difference between specifications. And then we'll be right back. The K-Tac Kukri knife features a 10-inch 1075 blasted high carbon steel blade. The knife is named after survival expert Alan Kay, who is Season 1 winner of Alone on the History Network. Every edge is hand-finished and honed to razor sharpness. The micarta handles enhance both the look and function of this knife while delivering durable phenolic performance. The included sheath is made from high-quality kydex with a leather belt loop designed by 710 Custom Sheaths. And now on to the specifications. Blade length, 10 inches. Overall length, 14.5 inches. Blade thickness, 6.0 millimeters. Blade material, 1075 high carbon steel. Blade finish, bead blast. Handle material, micarta, army green. Sheath, kydex with the leather belt loop by 710 Custom Sheaths. Designer, Joe Flowers, weighing in at 2 pounds and is made in El Salvador. Now on to the specifications for the Kukri House Jungle Afghan. Blade length at 10 inches. Handle length 4.5 inches to 5 inches. Spine thickness 0.7 centimeters to 0.9 centimeters. Net weight 650 grams to 750 grams. Shipping weight is 1,000 grams, 1 kilogram. Blade finish, semi-polished. So, thank you so much for spending time with me here today, talking about some great blades that I just love because their history is just utterly fantastic. Take the time to learn about the Gurkhas and the Kukris. You will not be disappointed. From the traditional to the KLO, the Kukri Like Object, a homage to the wonderful warrior culture of Nepal and the Gurkhas. Please do remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And remember, as always, have a nice day.
We will send parachutes on the guns of the forces. Get ready, airborne from skies of blue. Heading the glow. We're coming. Make your jumps and take your bows today. Let's go put on your boots. Your jumping boots, your parachute. Your parachutes, get all those gliders ready to attack today. Look up, or we'll be gone. Pouring our jet into the dawn. At station time to fight them all. The 82nd way.